All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Come on in. I'm just getting all my little buttons done here. Hi, Cat H. Good afternoon. How's it going? Hi, Cat. Hi, K Sloan. Come on in. How is it going? Hope you're all doing good. I'm waiting for the Amazon guy to arrive. I bought a new printer. My work printer died, and so I'm waiting for him to arrive. Can't wait. Bought myself a good um, Epson. So there's lots of breaking news today, and so we're jumping on it. The Prince Andrew thing is wild. No excuses. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. So I have a series of things that we're going to go over today and cover. None of it is really psychic work, it's just current events. Which is what I'm starting to actually really enjoy doing is this breaking news, current events stuff. Every now and then I'll do a reading on a situation but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So wait for people to come on in. Please hit the thumbs up button for me as you are walking in the door and taking your seat. Hi, Lynn. Hello, hun. Hope you're all having a good day. Some of you might be still at work. If you're listening while you're at work, don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Hi, Giggles. I've already tried. I'm getting frustrated with this. Yeah, I've already talked to him. I've already sent messages to him and he won't answer. So I don't have his number. No, I've tried multiple times to get a hold of him and he won't answer me back. So I'll just leave it at that. He has my info. I've given it to him. So, yeah. It's one thing I've learned over time where they say that they're going to reach out and they want to talk to psychics and all this stuff. And then when it comes right down to it, they don't answer you and they ignore you. And yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing I've learned over the years. They want to look good, that they're willing to talk to psychics and everything, but when it comes down to the psychic actually talking to them, they don't answer them back. So, yeah, I've learned it quite a few times over the years. So I don't bother. I'm wasting my time. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy watching and supporting and stuff, but it's always a one-way street here. I'm always reaching out and nobody reaches back, so, you know, yeah, at work you have your earbuds in. Okay, well, there you go. It is unfortunate, yeah. And she is stabbing a stick. Okay. There is a new lady there from Mexico, and she's stabbing a stick in the ground and smelling it. Okay. Maybe she enjoys the smell of the desert ground. Maybe she enjoys the smell of chaparral. I don't know. That's a little bit weird. Okay, so I am going to be muting quite a bit and clearing my throat. My allergies are absolutely kicking my ass, and so I'm having to clear my throat a lot. So I will try to mute before I do so. Yes, we're going to cover that. I've already got it queued up. We're going to cover that. Thank you, Oak Island Girl. I actually should write his name down. Tempe Mesa. I already saw... Tempe guy. His name is Brian. Yeah, Mike Bain. Okay, Mike Bain. Yeah, I was actually trying to read it. We'll do it when we get to him, which is actually the first report of the day, the first thing we're going to cover. We're going to look at JLR for a few minutes and see what's happening in front of Nancy's house, and then we're going to continue on. Brian Enton is in Mexico. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you very much. So, come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up while we're in here. I think we've got enough people in to get started. One sec. I'm just pulling up my stream. Pulling myself up. Okay, here we are. Okay, we'll wait for, come on, more people to get in here. Come on in, everybody. Let's go, let's go. Hit the thumbs up, please. She's on JLR now. Okay. All right, well, we'll get started. People will start to come in as we're going here. Throughout the live stream, too, please note I have goals set at the top. If you're willing to help out me and my channel, I would appreciate helping get my goal fulfilled. And, okay, let's get going. All right, one sec here. Okay, so... All right. So we're going to start with JLR. See what is going on in the JLR world. And shrink my face down. So more standing around. Nothing really happening. More standing around. I'm trying not to get irritated. I'm starting to get a bit irritated, honestly. I can't help it. I'm getting irritated with the whole thing where all they're doing is just standing around. Nothing's being done. They make it look like they want to get things done and then nothing happens. And I don't like that. I'm one of those people where you say you're going to do something, then I expect you to do it. You know? Hi, Krista. So this is a little bit irritating to me. I'm getting tired of it. You know what I mean? JLR went to the old golf course earlier. Okay, good. Well, thank you for letting me know. He went to the golf course. Okay, good. But again, all of these people standing here, they could be doing something. I know they're doing their jobs, but it's still... They're going to end up standing here for a lot longer. You know what I mean? Okay, so nothing is happening here. Let me scroll back. Let's see, what did JLR do today? I'm just scrolling through his live stream here. Give me a sec. Okay, so he went to the wash, looked in the wash, found homeless encampments. Okay. Please be careful, JLR. Please, please be careful. Be careful out there. Okay, so lots of wash action. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm caught up on JLR. A woman from the area or Mexico. A woman from the area or Mexico came out with a poke. Yeah, somebody a poke pole to find Nancy. Apparently, see that makes sense to me. Okay, that totally makes sense to me. The poke pole, if they are in the wash, if you're in a wash, yes, poke pole. But I don't think they've had major. Well, actually, look at the freaking map. The JLR needs to be told here. Like, people need to educate this guy. Look at the camera view right now. See the clouds in the sky behind him up in the mountains up there? Well, when it rains up in the mountains up there, the water comes down, flying down the mountain and down the washes. Like, it's not a constant dribble. It's a rip-roaring rush of water that comes down. So just so he knows, don't be in the washes when it's about to storm in the mountains. Because it doesn't take long. It could take maybe 15 minutes, and all of a sudden you've got a wall of water coming at you down the wash, and it can kill you. So if somebody, yeah, that makes sense. If a lady is out in the wash doing a poking around, that totally makes sense. And that totally makes sense now. Now I understand what that lady's doing. Yeah, that's wild. Good for her. Good for her. That's very good for her. But was she doing it around the house or was she doing it in a wash? He's going with someone. Okay, excellent. Good. He's going with 857, right? 857 knows what he's doing. Oh, on her property. Ooh. I'm surprised she didn't get in trouble for that. Or it was actually like an agent. Was it an agent or was it just a random lady? Around the house. Interesting, really. Huh. Well, I appreciate that. Like, good for her. Good for her. They told her to get off the property. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, good for her for taking the initiative and doing something. That's yeah, good for her. Hi, Ablulita, Abui. I'll just call you Journey. How's that, Lita? Abulita. Just the edges, lady in the. Oh, it's the lady in the white shirt. Okay, I know now what you're talking about. Well, good for her. That's really smart. Good for her. Now we know why she's smelling it. That totally makes sense. Do you know, I haven't even thought of doing that. There was just somebody at our fence with a dog, and June's like, I'm gonna fucking kill ya. Oh. June's like, I'm gonna go right through the fence at you, little doggo. And now they're gone, and now June's like, hey, come back. I want to play. I don't know how I raised such a mouthy little dog. This dog is so mouthy, I swear. Um, Anyways, what this lady is doing is actually brilliant. I need to remember to do this. Like, huh, that's interesting. I need to remember that. Like when I was looking for Chantel in my neighborhood here, when was it, a month ago? I was walking through dirt, mud fields. I didn't even think of doing that. That's a really good idea. And yeah, I was just talking about well, you read my mind, Oak Island. There's been no news about her, and winter is not over yet. Yeah. Hopefully in like a week or two the weather will be we're at like -10 right now. Um we'll get out there again. I got kind of frustrated with her searching for her because all the areas that I want to search, I can't get to. Like the ones I keep pointing out to everybody, they're private property and I can't get there. And then the one that is it looks like a commercial business behind us, the cement place, it's all barbed wired and I can't get in there either. So it's a bit frustrating. JLR won't join forces with a psychic, but thank you for trying. I honestly, I have reached out. I've reached out with no response back, and that's just the way it is. She'll be found in the spring. Yes, for sure. It's interesting though, there's been no reports or no updates about her on the news or nothing. It's sad. Yeah. Hey, it totally makes sense, Giggles, on what she was doing now. Now I understand it. Good for her. Hats off to that lady. Good for her. Yeah, so in the spring, everybody remind me, when I go out looking for Chantel again, remind me to bring a stick, and I will do the same thing. Because the one field I'm looking in, I keep telling you guys, I'm getting like she's here, and I searched the whole field. Um, it's all like muddy. It's muddy and stuff. So I'm going to definitely do that next time. I will bring a pole. I don't know where Jim is today. He did email me last night, and he is looking at a couple of my locations. So, yay, I'm happy to hear that. It actually gave me a sense of relief. I can let out a bit of a sigh. Dad's gone live about. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Donna. So many people have told JLR to contact me, and nothing. And I've been down this road before on other cases where I've tried to contact him and nothing. I don't get a response back. So, take it how it is. The woman in the white shirt is part of Mothers of Sonora. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Really? Mothers of Sonora. Thank you so much for that. Damn, really? I wonder. I never get interested in doing fundraisers. I wonder if I can find them and get them hooked up on my automatic fundraising on my channel. I'll look into it. Those are organizations I love to support. We have another one in my town here called Mamas for Mamas, and they do everything. So, yeah, I'm not going to. Don't worry about JLR. He's too busy, everybody. Honestly, don't worry about it. He's too busy. I totally understand. Like right now he's probably got let's see. I don't even know. He's got like 20,000 people watching or something. I get it. I get it. Being that busy, I can't even imagine. What a fantastic cause. Thank you very much for telling me that, Ellie. I'm so happy to hear that. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Well, okay, so what are we going to do? Let's get going. I want to look at the Tempe man next. So this man's name is Mike Bain, and he has gone missing from Tempe, Arizona, which is Mesa, which is close to Phoenix. And I did do an immediate reading on this. And, well, let's just watch it. Again, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Okay, let's just watch. So, credit goes to 12 News in Arizona. Thank you for your footage. This is fair use commentary. Michael Bain. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you can't hear it? Oh. Did you guys hear JLR? No sound. Okay, give me a second here. I'm sorry, I'm a newbie. Give me a sec here. Welcome to Newbie Land on Streamlabs. Why can't you hear it? Okay, one sec. Let me make a new window here. Did you guys hear JLR? You didn't? Okay. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta make a new window source. Give me 2 seconds. Where the hell is it? Okay, let's try. All right, let's try now. Okay, ready? Let's try now.
For their missing loved ones continues.
And as the search for Nancy Guthrie nears its 19th day, we're...
Okay, it's good now. I can see the thing moving. I'm learning. I'm getting better. I'm using a Streamlabs, and it's a bit technical. It takes a little bit to get used to. Okay, we'll start over again. Hi, Vexing. Come on in.
Good evening. Tonight, several Arizona families are desperate for answers as the search for their missing loved ones continues.
And as the search for Nancy Guthrie nears its 19th day, we're also following the disappearance of a Tempe man who didn't show up to work yesterday. Thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Divine.
Okay, so I'm going to stop right before we get started. Reading this, I've watched this live already. I'm getting two scenarios here. I'm not getting foul play from someone in this situation. I'm getting his diabetes has caused like a confusion. You know, you get the diabetic confusion going on. Like, I'm diabetic myself, and I'm I find even with me, I get super confused. I'm making mistakes, and I'm getting this is what's happening. Um, he called in sick because he's not feeling well, and it's escalated to some. I'm trying so gently to talk, trying to be gentle here. Um, Mental health issues. I hope that makes sense. So I'm getting the diabetes is off. So his mind is not clear. And I think it's compounded with mental health issues as well. Okay? Um, I don't know if does he have his car? I know, let's just watch the report. His car. Give
Now,
me a
Mark
sec.
Curtis, 32-year-old Michael Bain was last seen on Monday. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly has more from Tempe after speaking to the man's sister.
Brittany Bain is exhausted.
I can't breathe. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I'm honestly just trying to hold it together and stay strong for him so we can find him.
Spending the past 24 hours searching for her younger brother, Michael Bain.
He's just one that would make you smile and brighten your day if you are having a tough day, which I'm trying to keep those thoughts to get me through this very hard and unbearable time.
The last time anyone saw him in person was Sunday night when he went out with some friends before coming back home. The next morning at around 7 a.m., Brittany said Bain called out of work sick. 2 hours later, ring camera footage from a neighbor captured him leaving his Tempe condo, but it doesn't show him coming back. His boss calling Brittany the next day, asking about Bain, who didn't come in.
Then he did a no-call, no-show Tuesday, which is not like him. He's at work. He works hard.
Brittany, worried for her brother, started calling him, but got no answer, going to his home.
I got here, I pounded on the door.
Still no answer. His car gone. The landlord let her inside where she found his wallet, but his ID and debit card were taken. What she also found was his medication that Bain has to take on a daily basis.
He's type 1 diabetic. So that's my biggest fear, is that he's not getting insulin.
She called Tempe police and reported him missing. She said officers were able to track his phone to Country Club and McKellips in Mesa.
So he had his car. Interesting. But his car, they were only able to trace his car to this intersection? That's weird. It shows you how some cases they take serious, some they don't. It's so freaking irritating, you people. It's so irritating. Why don't they have people out searching for this guy? Okay, so his debit cards were taken, but his wallet was left home. He has his car. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. So the diabetes, like Vexy just said, it's the dumb. It's the yeah. I call it the stupid. Yeah. There's times where I know I'm off, and like my husband will look at me. He'll ask me, where is the power cord for this? And I don't know. I just look at him like I just no idea. No clue. You guys have probably seen me do it too. I'm just like, no idea. Okay.
But there was no sign of Bain or his phone.
I'm living my worst nightmare. He knows that like me losing him would completely destroy me.
Brittany hoping someone out there knows where her brother is, worried about his health and safety.
I just need to find him before it's too late.
Huh.
Now, Brittany tells us her brother is 6'4", weighs around 220 pounds, but has a slender figure. She also says he was driving a white Volkswagen Jetta. The Tempe Police Department confirmed that a missing persons report has been filed and a detective has been assigned to the case. If anyone has any information on where Michael could be, you're encouraged to call police. We're live in Tempe. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase.
So one agent assigned to it. Well, that's great. Just one? Okay, so he drives a white Jetta. Huh. Just give me a second. I'm trying to read it. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm getting... Vehicle, gone off the road. I'm getting he's gone off the road. Where? North. North. Where? It's not I-10 because people would have seen it. Hmm. Immediately wanting to say Sedona. Sedona. Okay. Again, I'm getting this is a combination here. We've got diabetes affecting mental health. So mental health situation and the diabetes is making it way worse. And he wanted to go for a drive. Does he have a relationship problems? Wanted drive. Relationship problems? I'm also getting he's like super stressed with, okay, super stressed with his life, job, money worries. I'm getting relationship number 1 though. He needed to go for a drive and have some time, thinking time. Um, Interesting. Okay. Didn't bring his wallet, so that could possibly, and he just brought his debit card, which could mean he just wanted to, um, something light in his pocket, didn't want to carry his wallet. Exercise, walking, hiking. Did he go for a hike? He drove to Sedona. Okay, drove to Sedona. Went for a hike there. Could be why he didn't bring his medicine, because he was expecting that he would be back. Has he fallen off the trail? Fallen off the trail. I'm doodling as I'm doing this too. Okay. Well, that's preliminary. Mental health and the diabetes is making it worse. You know, like it's sometimes like a double whammy, you know? The diabetes can be a huge problem with the brain thought process. Okay, what am I drawing here? This drawing thing, this is a new thing I've been doing here. I just doodle, and I just let my hand do whatever. I hope, I don't know if I want to reach out to his family. Does he have a favorite place that he would go hiking at? Does he, if she ever watches this, does he have a favorite place that he would go to? Like his quiet place, his favorite quiet place. I keep getting like Sedona area. Sedona looking type area. Okay. All right, I've got the preliminary down. We will look at him again after everything else we're going to cover. Thank you all for being here. Is he in keto? I don't think so. I'm not picking up keto. I'm just picking up his levels are off. His levels are totally off. Was he drinking the night before? He might have been drinking the night before, which is a no-no and screws everything up if you're diabetic. Yes, yeah. Yep, still in Arizona. I'm getting Sedona, which is just I think Sedona is north of Phoenix. Yeah, Randy, Andy. Yeah, we're going to. We haven't talked about it yet. No, not yet. That's next. We're just covering a missing man that's missing out of Tempe, Arizona, which is just by Phoenix. Okay, well, I've got some preliminary stuff for him. Yeah. He was out partying the night before. Okay, alcohol might be affecting his blood sugars. Anyway, something is affecting his blood sugars or was affecting him at the time. And it was making his mental health worse, and he wanted to go for a walk or hike at his favorite quiet place. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right, so let's continue on. Next is this Prince Andrew stuff. Okay, so we're going to watch, it's a hidden camera clip from, I think his name is John Bryan. I think he was Andrew's bodyguard. Yeah. So we're going to watch, I just want to watch just this clip. People caught an open mic situation of this bodyguard talking, and holy, could be why they have finally arrested him. Okay, you ready? So this channel, this is Fair Use. Thank you for your videos. This is Valuetainment channel, and Prince Andrew was, you know what, underage girls. Epstein bombshell caught on hidden camera. Okay, so this is, yeah, I think it's the bodyguard.
Rob, go and play this clip.
Do you want the entire?
Go to the main parts, Rob.
I have that isolated.
Okay,
right
go
here.
for it.
I'm for other girls. I was so pissed about that. I was really pissed. I was really pissed because he lied to me about it.
Lied about
Epstein. Yeah. No, I knew he saw him. But he lied to me that he was such a close friend. I was so pissed. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
Girls
No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
Girls
So pissed. No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
Girls
No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
Girls
That's a bombshell, isn't it? Wow. Okay, let's watch that again.
I'm for other girls.
For it.
Want the entire?
Go to the
I'm for other girls. I was so pissed about that. I was really pissed. I was really pissed because he lied to me about Epstein. Yeah. No, I knew he saw him. But he lied to me that he was such a close friend. I was so pissed. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
girls
Holy. And, you know, Oak Island Girl, you couldn't have said it better. This is, this is why I jumped on this also, is because you see other countries doing the right thing. Like the UK didn't even hesitate. Why is the United States covering up for Trump? This is ridiculous now. Like, Britain did the right thing and took action on Andrew. You know? Canada would do the same thing. Okay, so this is from 7 News Australia. Prince Andrew's bodyguards under investigation over Epstein trips. Okay, and this is 13 hours ago. Crisis advisor. Like, what? what is a crisis advisor? You know? Wow.
As pressure mounts for the former Prince Andrew to testify about Jeffrey Epstein, his bodyguards have now come under the spotlight. There are new allegations tonight that they turned a blind eye during his trips to the pedophile's private island.
The former Prince Andrew ignoring every appeal. The latest from Britain's Chancellor, Rachel Reeves.
He owes it to the victims of Epstein and his associates to come forward and give much more information about what he knew.
The disgraced ex-Duke is being...
Exactly. Do the right thing, please. He needs to start talking. And Sarah needs to talk. Like, remember when Sarah and Andrew split? And I was thinking about this all day, like before it came live. I'm like, what about Diana? Princess Diana? Did she know something? Is this why she was killed? Did she know?
Being asked to give back. As of today, his 66th birthday, he's entitled to a $14,000 monthly pension. And tonight, British police have launched an appeal to the public for information on the trafficking and sexual assaults on a minor between 1994 to 1996.
Police aren't just examining fresh claims against Epstein and Andrew. Scotland Yard is now investigating allegations into its own after one of the former prince's old guards alleged his fellow protection officers looked the other way on trips to the pedophile's island, Little St James.
Oh my God. Okay, so this particular clip is about his guards are going to be under investigation for keeping their mouth shut and looking the other way. That's wild. The behind-the-scenes motive to remove the USA from control of British Empire, yeah, is the elephant in the room. I think you would know that, Tara, before. Right? Exactly. When it comes to Diana, I think I already said it. I just said it, didn't I? My husband has said for a long time that Diana... Yeah, for sure. He's a disgrace to his country. Yeah. He's a disgrace to Canada, too, because Canada is... Well, we're not under the monarchy anymore, but it still is tradition here in Canada. Like, you know, it's a major part of our world here.
Believed that their loyalty, again, was to Prince Andrew rather than to the Met.
One former bodyguard, once jailed for fraud, saying there were regular female visitors to the palace.
Guests coming for Prince Andrew at 8 o'clock or whatever it was. So this female turns up and presents herself and says, I'm here to see Prince Andrew, with the usual format.
The list of allegations growing.
The usual format. Diana wouldn't have exactly, Kat. Diana would not have tolerated it. Exactly. I agree. So I just jumped on this as soon as I saw this breaking news today. I'm like, we need to cover this. This is like, this is passionate for me. Like the whole Epstein files. We started to go into it a little bit, but we could end up doing this for years. And again, I'm going to talk like openly about it. Like, you know why I'm so passionate about this is I hate, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times, I hate pedophiles. I hate people that hurt children. I hate pedophiles with every ounce of my being. They should be, yeah. Any pedophile that hurts a child should be, in my opinion, they should be tortured. Like, it is the worst thing you could do on this planet, is hurt a child.
In London, Ben Downey, 7 News.
Wow, you met Diana once? Oh, that's awesome, Lady Tara. I love that. I absolutely adored Diana. I adored her. Okay, so the next one is from GB News, Great Britain News. King Charles breaks silence over Prince Andrew as he's been blindsided by arrest over Epstein. And you know what I find a little bit amazing is they arrested Andrew today, and it's his 66th birthday. Like, that in itself is a little bit of get some, a little bit of pay justice for, it's just the start for his victims. You know? That's right, special place in hell for them, that's for sure. At your school, oh, that's so amazing, Lady Tara. That's fantastic. Wow. Okay, so let's watch this. Video credit goes to GBN News, Great Britain News.
More about this seismic event on this seismic day. Let's go straight to our royal correspondent Cameron Walker, who has an extraordinary statement.
Yes, Tom, in the last minute I've received a statement from His Majesty King Charles III, of course the brother of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. The King says, "I have learnt with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues..."
This is absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Justice for all of his victims. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if there's connections in Canada, too. Wouldn't that be interesting? I bet you it will come out. I don't know if there's been any mention of Canadian people on the Epstein files. If anybody knows that, please let me know. Like, is there any Canadian people involved? That would be really interesting. Anyways, USA, please lead by example here. Britain is doing the right thing. Like, they're doing the right thing here. We can only pray that justice is going to come soon, and they arrest the people in America that need to be arresting. And we all know who we're talking about here.
It would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all. And that statement is signed Charles R. A statement, an extraordinary statement from King Charles III there. I mean...
Wow. I'm impressed. I honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I was thinking about this earlier too, before I came live. Andrew is damn lucky this is 2026. Right? In the olden days, what would they have done to a fellow monarch that has crossed the ethical lines of life? Okay. Thank you so much, Lynn. I know that name. Okay, thank you. So what would the monarchy have done years ago? They would have killed him. They would have killed him. So Andrews should be, like, thankful that this is 2026. And it's being done through the justice system and whatnot properly, instead of him being killed and then put in the basement of one of the castles.
This is not only his brother, but it's a senior member of the royal family, still legally 8th in line to the throne, who's been arrested on a very serious allegation of misconduct in public office, something that, if found guilty, you can receive a maximum term in prison of life. We believe Andrew is still in police custody, being safe.
Okay, so here is the statement we just saw. I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew McBatten Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair, and proper process by which the issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue our duties and service to you all. Charles R. Isn't that interesting? Really, Lynn? Yeah, the Tower of London, yeah. How many of you have been to the Tower of London? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been to Tower of London.
Being questioned. You can see the statement on your screen now, but clearly the King had to say something because this issue is not going away.
It's a really cold, impersonal statement. It sounds like almost like it was written by a lawyer. But as you say, Cameron, it's, you know, the late Queen never complained, never explained, would never make any statements. Very interesting that this has come out within 4.
That's a really good question. Well, I don't know. How many centuries ago was the last member of the monarch to go to prison? Very good question. Somebody should Google that. His poor daughters. Yeah, what an embarrassment. Yeah. I have been to Tower of London myself. Oh, you hear the song? London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Yeah. I've been to Tower of London myself, and I was probably 15 or so, I think. And it was one of those I didn't know I was a psychic back then. I knew I was always sensing stuff, and I kept my mouth shut because nobody believed me around me. But Tower of London is one of those places where all my hair stood on end. Like, I would walk along and I just could hear the spirits yelling at me as I'm walking through the place. It was wild. It was 70 years ago. Okay, thank you so much, Tara. Charles may face abdication from throne if he can't testify. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think there's issues with that one as well. If I'm reading correct, full-on issues there. Like, I don't think it will come. Honestly, my readings are telling me it's not going to come to light. But there's issues. Yep. And again, this goes back to Diana. I wouldn't mind diving headfirst back into Diana. I love Diana so much. I wouldn't mind going right back into it. I did a spirit box with Diana. It's on my channel somewhere. Probably 2 or 3 years ago. And it was fantastic. So I wouldn't mind diving into this deep as we do the Epstein as well. You guys want to too? Okay. This really explains a lot. To me, this just explains so much.
4 hours of Andrew's arrest.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Dawn. I think we've seen an evolution, perhaps, from the time of Queen Elizabeth II to where we are now. I mean, even dating back from... I hate to compare the two, and I don't mean to compare the two, but the Harry and Meghan Oprah interview, we saw a statement released by Buckingham Palace, a very short one, about a day after those allegations were aired, saying recollections may vary. Since then, we have seen perhaps a little bit of a sluggish response from Buckingham Palace from statements relating to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's conduct. Clearly much more serious than anything Harry and Meghan ever did. Let's just make that absolutely clear. There is no comparison.
That's right. Again, everything that Meghan and Harry, all the problems that they have had to face and go through, Huh. Doesn't it all kind of make sense, right? Harry, I love Harry. Harry stands up for his rights, and I bet you he is holding on to a lot of dark, deep secrets. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he had a lot of secrets about what happens, behind closed doors. Yeah, like wow, that is huge deal. If I'm reading it right, which I think I'm reading Harry for a minute here. Phew. Wow. I'm not even going to say it. But I'm reading, yes, there is definitely some dark baggage hidden there. A lot. Like he might not ever talk about it. Things he saw, possibly things he firsthand trauma. Wow. I've never ever read anything like this before. Oh my gosh. Could be why Harry has been shunned so bad as well, right? Harry's been pushed out so bad. Huh? That's interesting. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, he's absolutely livid, and I don't blame him. Don't blame at all. Don't blame him at all. I am starting to think so, Krista. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Big time. Okay, and that he might have actually confronted huh. Okay. My reading is telling me that he went to Granny about it. He went to Granny about it in my readings here. I'm reading the situation. He went to Granny about it, and like I'm hearing whistleblower. Whistleblower. Huh. And that's why he's being shunned. That's why. That is deep down why I'm reading here. So again, this is my opinion. Just for disclaimer purposes, this is what I'm reading. And I'm reading the brother, William, is got the same traumas. But William is sticking to his royal role and keeping his mouth shut and sticking to his full on royal role. He probably will never ever speak. That's crazy. Harry's book. Yeah, I would love to read Harry's book. I forgot he wrote a book. Oh, he was being bullied from a small child. Interesting. The Heir and the Spare, that's right. We have to get his book. Maybe we'll do that too. We'll get his book and then cover it on this channel. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I could read it to you. I'm not very good at reading, but we could try. The stiff upper lip, yeah, totally. I'm from Canada, and like the older generation of Canadians like me, I mean, I'm quickly becoming considered the older generation. I never thought I would ever say that. But we're at like Savvy and I are like at the tail end of the older generation here. And we grew up with the royal family being a major part of Canada. Like And it makes it. I've always been proud of that. I've always been proud of that. Wow, that's very interesting. Isn't this interesting? I'm a little bit buzzed on what we can start covering here. The topic is amazing. Midnight bedtime stories, yeah. And Harry's always been my favorite also. Harry has always been very like humble and straight to the point, and he's never thought of himself as a higher up special person. He's always been with the people, you know? His mom, when Diana died, I think Harry was like maybe 10 or so, 8, 9, 10. The years that they had with Diana, she did an amazing job with them. She was an amazing mother. Thank you, Debbie. Kayla Day, grandmother. Madeline Day, worked in Pima County Corrections. Okay, thank you for that. If it wasn't for Canada, the Royal Guard wouldn't have hats. Yeah, exactly. It's an honor to be older. I actually love it. I love it too, except for the aches and pains. But Harry is definitely more like Diana, that's for sure. And William is like his father. You want me to cover it? Okay. Harry is a very special person. I support him 100%. Okay, all right. Well, we're doing it then. Let's go. Where's all my people? I only have 50 people in here. Okay. Let's keep watching.
Between the two. However, the point of Buckingham Palace relating to so-called scandals in the royal household, I think, has had a huge evolution. And I think it's getting to the point where the British public are not going to accept never complain, never explain. And I think we saw a hint of that maybe with Prince.
Never complain, never explain. That's right. That's like one of their mottos. Never complain, never explain. Diana, yeah, she did protect the boys fiercely. Yep. She was a wonderful mother.
William last week, just before his Saudi tour, where more allegations were coming out within the Epstein files, and William, or his state spokesperson, I should say, released a statement saying that William's thoughts are with the victim.
No, what? Aggie went to the hospital? Oh, I didn't know. Is she okay? Aggie is okay? I will send her a message when we're done here. Yes, Diana's helping from the other side, that's for sure. She's not feeling good. Okay, I'll send her a message, Krista. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know. Yes, prayers for Aggie, everybody. Please put purple hearts in the chat for Aggie. Okay. All right, Krista. Thank you, hun. Okay.
And Catherine's thoughts are with the victims of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, and concerned about allegations about his brother and all the rest of it, followed by the King in this state. And I thought, with a similar statement, and I thought at the time, was this William kind of leading the charge here? So I think today, 4 minutes ago, it's very significant that it is the King that we're hearing from first, and not William. And as you say, Dawn, a very serious, very lawyer-like, very PR'd, perhaps, statement.
That's very good too, actually. That this journalist, I guess he is correct. Hearing from Prince Charles first is the right thing to do. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Purple hearts for Aggie. Thank you so much, everyone. Yay. Aggie, if you're watching, babe, see the purple hearts for you? We all love you. I hope you're doing okay. I will message you later, okay?
Statement. And yet, within this statement as well, there is some personal element. He uses I, me. Let me state clearly. The law must take its course. In this, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. I mean...
Perfect points. That is a fantastic speech he's done. Fantastic speech. He's addressing his people. And it's personal. This is very, very good. United States, please see what England's doing. Please do the right thing. Please do the right thing. Everybody in the United States, please deal with this person you have in government. Please do the right thing.
It's some sort of emotive language there too, clearly putting across what the legal position is of the royal family, and of course the idea that there will be no further comment, that it would not be right to have further comment or an ongoing commentary.
Hello, Shellbell. There you go. Is Chuck on his deathbed? I don't think so. I haven't watched anything on Prince Charles for a while, but I don't think so. They haven't said anything that I know of. Lady Tara, you were from over there. Is there any news about Charles' health? I think he's doing okay. There's so many in the USA involved. I know. It's absolutely horrific. I don't listen to mainstream media at all, except for whatever I see on YouTube here. He's confessing it. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe.
But putting that word wholehearted support and cooperation, he's putting himself on the side of the police and investigators rather than his brother.
Well, I think he has to. And this is the age-old conundrum for any sovereign. Are you the family man, or are you the crown, or are you representing the crown? You're the sovereign as well as a private family member. And the crown always must come first. And King Charles...
That's good. Good for him. His mama would be proud. Queen Elizabeth would be proud. He's done the right thing. And the sovereign comes first. It's worldwide once Pandora's box is open. That's right. Exactly. Hi, Mima. Hi, Couponing. Hi, everybody that's come in. If I've not said hello to you, please don't take it personally. Hi, everyone. Please hit the thumbs up button while you're sitting there. We got 58 watching. I would like to see 58 likes, please.
Charles is above the law as head of state.
Yeah.
Any criminal charge or any criminal prosecution which may or may not come, or whatever criminal trials are going on at the moment, whatever it is within the United Kingdom, it is...
His cancer is incurable. What, do you know what kind of... Is it prostate cancer? Do you know what kind of cancer have they come out and said it? I thought prostate, but I might be wrong. Under oppression. Yep. I agree. Come on, it's time for the world to step up and be accountable for these monsters. Anyone who will do anything offensive to a child, physically, sexually, verbally, mentally, you need to be prosecuted for it. And those of you out there that support pedophiles and say, oh, well, he's served his time and he's forgiven. There is no forgiveness for doing crimes against children. Ever. Prostate cancer is slow, long process. Yes, that's true. So, yeah, you know, so all of those people that support these people that hurt children, if you support a pedophile or somebody that went to prison, served their time, and got out, but are still registered offender and will be for years and years, if you support this, please don't come in my chat. Please don't come on my channel. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know you. Yeah, goodbye. Like, it's the number one thing I cannot stand. They say that, yeah, there's no cure for pedo. There is no cure. There is no cure. There is no cure. And I talk on behalf of victims. So, yeah. It's a passionate, I could talk about it for hours. I hate them.
Always Crown, as in king, versus the defendant, which leaves the king in such a tricky situation because it is his brother. His brother was born 66 years ago today inside Buckingham Palace, Tom and Dawn. Today, he sat in police custody suite. What a
Here I am talking and talking. Thank you. They arrested this man on his birthday. That is the beginning of justice served. Little wee bit of justice for the people that he has hurt. That's like flat out like, get some. Great Britain, thank you so much for leading the pack. And hopefully the rest of the world will follow your lead and justice will come. Because there are still tons of others that need to be in prison. Like, fantastic news. They did it today.
contrast.
It is quite the most astonishing. I mean, I've covered royal stories like you have, Cameron, but for a long, long time now. And I don't remember, I covered the Diana story, you know, the scandals around that. And I don't remember this being as seismic for the whole royal family, where it leaves the royal family. The public attitude.
That's right. Trump better be next. He better be next. There is more than enough evidence now. There is more than enough evidence that's come out. And all of these people that are protecting him, anyone that protects a pedophile, well, your mental states should be under review if that's the case.
To the royal family. We know there was certain waning in popularity after the Queen died. So there is that feeling now that they're not as important as they once were to us. And that's
How many of you have been here? I see the screen is a bit slow here. There's always a delay between me and you guys. There we go. Westminster. Not Westminster. What is this? Kensington. How many of you have been there? I've been there. I've been there. I got to sign the guest book.
One word missing from that statement was the word brother.
Brother, yeah, exactly.
It was very, it's Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Like, I do not know this person. It's not my brother. I just think it's his 66th birthday today. And the astonishing fact that he is still in line to the throne.
Yes.
He's now sitting in a prison cell.
And to be fair to King Charles, he doesn't have the power to remove his brother from the line of succession, who's in a police custody suite. Neither does William. It is up to an Act of Parliament. It would be up to parliamentarians and politicians to create that legislation. But then the question would be, well, where do you stop? If parliamentarians are choosing who's in the line of succession, we may as well have a republic at that point. It's the print. But Dawn, because of this, and Tom, because of this scandal and because of the arrest of a senior member of the royal family, the hereditary monarchy, the idea of a hereditary monarchy, is being called into question slightly here. Now, let's not get completely.
Tara, present your physical evidence that T needs to be arrested. Oh, well, there's physical evidence all over the internet, Whale. It's all over the internet. Go look at the Epstein files.
Ahead of ourselves. The royal family as an institution is still quite popular within the United Kingdom. More people support it than don't support it. But this clearly has seriously damaged the reputation of the institution, I think, quite significantly. I think it's going to be very hard for William in particular to build back up that trust for when he eventually one day takes over. But also internationally. I mean, I'm already having journalists from across the world contact me asking for information. This isn't just Britain. This is the reputation of the British monarchy around the entire globe, and by extension, the reputation of the United Kingdom as a whole.
There's nothing more important than...
Wow, good for him. This was such a great report. Good for him. Or don't... Okay, well, Whale, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't give a damn about politics. I'm not American. I don't give a shit. Except that there is stuff all over the internet about Trump and the Epstein files. So I have nothing to show you or bring up, but maybe go watch the Epstein files. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with you about it, hun. My channel is not about politics. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm sorry if you support him. Okay. If not, then and you don't like what I'm covering, then I'm sorry, but there you go. Sorry.
Than keeping your money and your identity safe online. And with so many VPN options available,
might not be the last arrest of the US Congress.
months free.
Epstein files that have led to this position. Clearly, there will be people thinking about the ramifications for other people named in those files, for other individuals who's had their communications with Jeffrey Epstein now published. This might not be the last arrest that we see.
You've been a follower for a long time with me, Whale. I'm not going to argue with you, hon, okay? You're entitled to your opinion. If you believe in Trump, then okay, good for you. I'm Canadian. Yeah, I'm not in America. I don't follow American politics. I just want justice for all these people that have been hurt. And well, his name has been mentioned at I don't know how many times in the Epstein files. Go look at the court cases regarding him. It'll tell you everything. Okay, then why are you upset with me? Don't be upset. Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots and lots to read. We are going to start covering all of it. We did a little bit of a dive into it a few weeks ago. Okay. I love you too. So anyone watching, please understand, I'm Canadian. I really don't give a shit about American politics. This is not about politics. This is about hurting children. And it's got to stop. And all of those people that have hurt children, justice is coming for the victims.
No, I'd be highly surprised if it wasn't. And there are suggestions by some that Andrew is getting not unfair treatment in terms of the arrest, but the fact that there is so much attention on Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Whereas you say, Tom, there are several people named in the Epstein files. Not that that necessarily means there's wrongdoing involved.
Yeah.
But there clearly are other people.
Yeah. Have you watched the Sasha Riley interview, Whale? I have it on my channel maybe like a month back. You need to watch it if you haven't yet. The Sasha Riley interview, it explains a lot. A lot. Like it really opened my eyes tenfold. Yeah.
People with very serious allegations against them, which perhaps would need to be investigated on both sides of the Atlantic. Just to repeat, for those of you just joining us on GB News, what the King has said in response to his brother, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, being arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office in Sandringham this morning. The King said, "I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is..."
Okay,
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested at 8 o'clock this morning, his 66th birthday. 6 unmarked police cars and 8 plainclothes officers arrived at his farm on Sandringham. That was just after 8 o'clock this morning. They are also searching properties in Berkshire, which we assume to be Sandringham, his estate there.
This is such good news. So they're searching his properties too. Oh boy, that's a big deal. That's a very, very big deal. Yeah, you need to watch this Sasha Riley interview. It's very, very eye-opening. It it explains a lot. Okay, so I got one more we're gonna watch. Former Prince Andrew, first British royal, arrested in nearly 400 years. Wow, it's been almost 400 years. Okay, next one. Yeah, of course. Well, I'm glad you're here, hockey lover. Did you just watch the game? I didn't finish watching the game. Did Canada beat the US? Just before I came in here and went live, it was tied. It was tied. I didn't hear my husband yelling either, so I'm assuming it wasn't good news. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please hit the thumbs up and stay with me. Hang out with me. You'll get to know me over time, and I hope you enjoy my channel. Okay, so former Prince Andrew, first royal, arrested in nearly 400 years. Credit goes to News Nation on this video. I love News Nation. I watch News Nation a lot. They're like one of my #1 go-tos. They're having a chuckle doing it on his birthday. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, payback is a bitch. Karma is working her job.
Thank you so much for giving us some of your time today. Prince Andrew, the first royal to ever be arrested. We're talking 4 centuries. What is your reaction? How was something like this even coordinated?
Well, the interesting thing, and this is what the King has emphasised and our Prime Minister has emphasised, is that nobody is above the law.
Okay.
But the reporting restrictions are
Thank
very,
you for
very
being
strict here in the UK, and you have to avoid contempt of court because everybody is entitled to a fair trial, and that means that there must be nothing about speculation, judging the evidence and so on and so forth.
Oh, I was going to say, is that Epstein back there? Oh my God, it is Epstein. Wow, so this looks like a royal event. Was Epstein at frickin' royal events? Oh, dear. That's scary. He's right in the back here. Canada lost. Oh, Canada lost. Oh. Your mom will be 99. Well, happy birthday to your mama. Good for her. Did she get a letter from... I think they get a letter... Well, they used to get a letter from the Queen when they hit 90, I think. And you get another one when you hit 100. Is she still in Canada, Mima? Did she get a letter? Ali Carter speaks, yeah. There's so much to review and go over here, you guys. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Like, I'm tempted to just keep digging into the Epstein files like we have, and then go backwards. So we could go current time back in history, and then we will see how people reacted back then. All the people that denied it and covered it up and stuff. What do you think? I think we should do that. Go backwards.
And that means that there must be nothing about speculation, judging the evidence and so on and so forth, that could have a substantial risk on the fairness of that trial. But early this morning, and I can read you this, the Thames Valley Police said as part of the investigation, we have today arrested a man in his 60s. We know it's Prince Andrew's, or former Prince Andrew's 66th birthday today, from Norfolk on suspicion.
Okay, you guys think it's a good idea? Okay, cool. That's what we'll do then. Your grandparents had 3 cards from Her Majesty. Aw, that's beautiful. Maybe one day I'll tell you a bit about my family history. You'll be a little bit shocked at who I am, actually. Some of you know. Maybe that's why I'm so passionate about all of this. I am connected directly, not to the royal family, but to others. Lots of celebrity reference. To pizza. Yes, the Pizza Gate. Yep. All right. Well, I'll just come out and tell you. King Robert the Bruce of Scotland. He's my grandpa. I'm direct blood. Robert the Bruce. Could explain why I've got a bit of a harsh side. Bit of a harsh side to me. Yeah. Robert the Bruce and my great uncle, great uncle. Those of you in Australia are gonna shit your pants when I tell you this. I am directly related to Fraser, Malcolm Fraser. Australia, Malcolm Fraser. My uncle. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I've got all the paperwork and everything. Yeah. Yeah. My grandma's brother. Actually, no, my great-grandma's brother. No, grandma's brother. Yeah. Anyways, honestly, it's irrelevant. It means nothing to me, but yeah, that's my genealogy. Yeah. So you never know.
Of misconduct in public office and are carrying out searches at addresses in Berkshire and Norfolk. The man remains in police custody at this time. We will not be naming him, and that's the important thing to sort of note here, because they tend not to name people. But the King and the Prime Minister and various other people have come out and have said exactly that. The police also warn about potential contempt of court and people speculating or commenting on evidence and so on and so forth. But that's the sort of key. If we look at that sort of side, he is in custody. Searches are continuing as we speak. And what happens, it is unprecedented for a senior member or recently senior member of the modern royal family, the British royal family, to be arrested. There have been criminal cases, however. In 2002, his sister, Princess Anne, she became the first senior royal in over 350 years to be convicted of a criminal offence. It's not in the same league. She was basically pled guilty under the Dangerous Dogs Act after one of her bull terriers bit two children in Windsor Great Park, and for that she was fined 500.
Dangerous Dogs Act. That's not interesting. We might be folk. You never know. Yeah, you never know. I know I've had a couple people in here that have been on my channel over the years, and they say that we're related, like we're cousins, because they're direct blood to Robert the Bruce too. Isn't that wild? It's a long story. Maybe Andrew will be forced. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, Lynn. I sure hope so. Okay, so when I was younger, I was like 15. We went to Scotland. And I remember sitting, and we didn't know about the family history back then. My family hadn't done the genealogy research yet, so we didn't know. Anyways, I'm like 15 years old, and I'm sitting in Edinburgh Castle. And I'm looking at I have a picture somewhere. Hopefully I'll find it. There's a window in Edinburgh Castle. I think it's when you first go in. It's in the first big building. Anyways, I sit down on a bench, and I tell my person that was with me, I'm like, just leave me be, let me sit and enjoy this. And I felt this strange spiritual moment, okay? I look up at the stained glass in front of me. There's two names. One of them was Robert the Bruce, and the next one was Malcolm Fraser. Side by side. And I didn't know anything. I just like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's my mom's name. I was just, oh yeah, neat. That's my mom's name up there. That's all I thought of, right? Then we find out later that we're actually related to Robert, and I'm like, now I look back at it and I'm like, what is the coincidences of that? Me, 15-year-old teenager, not giving a shit about history, looking at this and having this strange spiritual moment. Like, yeah, everything happens for a reason in life. Yeah, it was wild. I can't wait to go back now as an adult. I've not been back since I was a teenager, and Savvy and I keep saying it's one of the trips on our list. We must go back. I have so much to explore going back, It was amazing. Amazing experience. So my parents have that photo somewhere. Because I took a picture of it. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Mom's family name is on the glass window. I'm like, oh, isn't that pretty? Well, I didn't know that, like, how is that how is that possible? It's wild. It could be. Could be. And the Scorpio tail on me, too. I'm sweet and kind until you piss me off, and then I just won't talk to you again. Okay, all right, so let's keep going then.
Pounds plus compensation. She wasn't arrested, she simply attended court. Going much further back, the last senior royal arrest in British history was King Charles I in 1647 during the English Civil War, and he was later executed. But the core allegations, it's about sharing of confidential official material during...
So like I was saying earlier, Andrew here is... I'm sure he's counting his blessings that the monarchy doesn't do executions anymore. Like, he's got to be thankful that we're in 2026 now. If this was back then, holy, Granny would have had him taken to the basement.
during the time as a potential abuse of public office. Obviously, the former Prince Andrew denies any wrong-dealing and any wrongdoing, and under English law, everybody's assumed innocent until proven guilty, so that has to be the relevant test. But also, it's such a serious common law offence that the requirement of proof of willful misconduct is extremely high. There's a high degree of proof required because the maximum penalty is life imprisonment.
I do want to talk about that too, whether or not you think we will see him potentially face prison time. But right now,
Okay, let's do a poll on that in the chat. Press 1 if you think he's going to go to prison. Like if they're actually going to get him in and sentenced in prison. And press 2 if you don't think it'll happen.
now this, as far as we know, this arrest is not related to any allegations of sex trafficking. It has to do with that misconduct in public office. We know, though, that there has been this huge push for accountability with anyone with ties to Epstein. So I'd like to take a listen to some of what we are hearing from people there in the UK.
It's just, I suppose, a sign of the world we live in, where power has no responsibility, no ethics. And I mean, he comes from a background of corruption, being above the law.
I'm a royalist myself. I do follow the royal family. I do support them. So hearing that from a member of the royal family is really, you know, it's the last straw, isn't it, really?
Well, hopefully he gets what he deserves, which is, if it's life in jail, then it's life in jail. If it's exile, then it's exile.
Yep.
All right, so he was arrested over suspicion of
So most of you think he will plea bargain, possibly. I hope so. They need to lead by example, you know?
misconduct in public office with these accusations of sharing this confidential information with Epstein while he was the British trade envoy. We've known about Andrew's relationship with Epstein for years at this point. So why do you think this is happening now?
Well, and firstly, I must again warn about the contempt of court. Some of those statements which were made by people was talking about evidence and the assumption of guilt. I'm saying he gets what he deserves. It's completely wrong under law because everybody's innocent until proven guilty. That is what the English law says. Otherwise, they risk a serious offence of contempt of court. So people need to go through the due process. What the King said himself is that absolutely it must be full and fair and go through the proper process. That's what we need to do. The evidence needs to be considered in the appropriate way. And there are, of course, defences.
Thank you for watching.
I agree. Okay, so what are next? There is a channel I want to cover. This guy is fantastic. I definitely, oh God, why is this lady on my fucking YouTube? Sorry. Psychic I can't stand is always showing up in my feed, even though I say don't recommend this channel. Okay, this channel is called The Conspiracy Files. The Conspiracy Files, this guy. Oh, he's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to look at some of the footage from The Conspiracy Files. Let me see if he's done anything on Prince Andrew. He did 4 weeks ago. Too extreme for mainstream media. Okay, we're going to start going over his work. So we're just jumping into the Epstein now. So everybody, please go and subscribe to this man's YouTube channel. He is fantastic. So I think what we'll do is we'll start at the beginning and work our way back down. That makes sense. 98, thank you very much.
12th attempt at vision theory. I'm not saying but it's really far out specific food. There is
and him, and I believe this is her. Just look into some of these. One email stated there is a lot of talk in the Epstein files about specific food. There is pistachio.
Okay, so trigger warning a million times over, okay? Some of this content is insanely graphic, so please be warned. But this channel is amazing. I will put him in my description when we are done here. Please subscribe to him, show him some love, tell him I sent you. Okay, so I'm gonna press play, and then I need to go check what's happening in my house for a second. So here we go.
Pistachio ice cream that's referenced multiple times. There's obviously pizza. There is jerky, and I've seen a lot of people talking about the use of the word jerky in these emails. And there's actually one email in the Epstein files from a guy, and they basically state he works at a restaurant called and makes jerky and steaks. It's really, really bizarre stuff, but I'm going to do a whole different video on that because it deserves its own dedicated deep dive. For now, though, let's just look into some of these Epstein files that I've identified, that I've found that really stuck out, that were pretty strange to me. All right, so here's one.
Okay, my printer just arrived, so I'm going to be taking it out of its box and stuff. So we're going to be listening while I do this, okay? And so, yeah, trigger warning, this is super gross, okay?
One of them, you might have seen this one already. It's a message, I believe this is between a woman named Nadia, one of Epstein's assistants, and him. And I believe this is her and him talking. And I believe this is her. She says, LOL, I don't know if cream cheese and are on the same level. It's okay. There's still enough time today. I'm trying to schedule priming for 5:30. Fuel explosion 9:45 p.m. We'll bring a new engine startup video. They're just having a weird conversation, but then she equates cream cheese and almost like a flavor thing, like something you eat. I mean, cream cheese only has one use in the world, and that is to be consumed. So when you equate cream cheese with something like what are you equating it with? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What are you comparing it against? It's definitely not the texture. You can't compare the texture of a to cream cheese. It's not the physical, scientific makeup of the cream cheese.
Okay, I'm going to actually speed this up. Okay. Gross.
You can't compare that with but you can compare the taste if you are that depraved. And then Epstein writes back, there are millions of very little good vegetable cream cheese. So I'm not going to push you any direction to believe anything, but that's weird. I mean, people don't usually talk like that, you know. It's just strange. This is a weird one. So it's EFTA 022977092. You can see here, this is Nadia once again, who I believe was in that last message chain. And Nadia is emailing someone named Sarah, and they're talking about gifts for Jeffrey Epstein. Nadia, December 14th, 2011, wrote, so I got a bunch of turtle shells for Jay to use as napkin rings, smiley face. But for the main gift, how do you feel about the human skull bowl? Too much? And then it looks like she attached 2 images there, which we don't see. And then Sarah writes back to Nadia, never too much with Jeffrey Epstein. He loves that shit. And so you might be thinking, maybe this is a hokey, like a Halloween, a fake skull. I've got fake skulls in this room. I got ventriloquist dummies. I got a Grim Reaper mannequin behind me, a Halloween prop that I never put away. It's holding a fake skull. But then she writes back, turns out I actually need a medical license to buy it. Might need to ask Eva for help. Smiley face. At this point, I'm going to cancel my Slovakia flight. There's no way I can get things ready in time to go home tomorrow, even if he decides to cancel the whole trip. But please keep me posted as soon as you hear anything. And then finally, Sarah writes back one more time. Oh, wow, crazy. Where did you find it? I've heard nothing, still getting frustrating. So they're talking there about an actual human skull. She's saying you might need a medical license, or she is saying that she needs a medical license to purchase this human skull. And I mean, Epstein had a very, very bizarre art collection, and he had a lot of collections. I mean, Ehud Barak at one point, I believe it was Ehud, the former Israeli prime minister, intelligence guy, stated Epstein was a collector of people. But Epstein really liked to collect. And so it makes sense that someone would be discussing.
This guy has done amazing work. Amazing, amazing work. Yeah, I know. So hold on to your stomachs. Some of this is pretty crazy.
Buying him a human skull bowl, but in the context of, you know, eating people and the darker sides of conspiratorial thought. I don't know. This just stuck out to me. It's just so bizarre, and it really is dark when you look at it through the lens of Epstein and the Epstein universe. We got another file here. This is a conversation between Jeffrey Epstein and Sultan bin Sulayem, who is a UAE investor, billionaire, super rich guy from Dubai, very influential businessman. He's got a ton of really disturbing emails that were discovered between he and Jeffrey Epstein, talking about parties and children and stuff like that. But this email stuck out to me. February 20th, 2017. Epstein writes, "Does Ambani want fish?" Then Sultan bin Sulayem writes back, "He is vegetarian, no flesh of any kind," smiley face. And Epstein writes back, "Okay, even Irish? Question mark, question mark." Which, I don't think necessarily they're referring to actually consuming a human being here, but it's the fact that it's another cannibal joke. It's just so weird. There's so many of them. There's so many references to cannibalism and to eating humans. I mean, it's really hard to believe, and it makes sense. So, I don't know, when you look at little emails like this and little messages.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me. In the readings for a very popular case we've all been covering of a child, I'm not going to name it, but I was actually getting this in that reading, what he's talking about here. It actually came up. I couldn't believe it. So this doesn't surprise me, what he's talking about here.
Messages like this, knowing what you know about Epstein and what else was going on, that's when it gets dark to me. But moving on, we'll get to this one towards the end. All right, we also got to talk about the muffin angle. So there's like I said, tons of code words in the Epstein files. There is pistachio ice cream, there's pizza, there's jerky. Another code word, or what seems to be a code word that a lot of people noticed that pops up constantly through the Epstein files, is the word muffin or muffins. And you'll notice some of them seem like they could work, like they make sense to use the word right here, but there are other uses of muffin that are they just don't make sense. They're so out of place. You're going to see what I mean in a second, that it has to stand for something else. It has to represent something else. Right here. "Wahoo, I'm so happy for you." This is someone sent this to Epstein. "Wahoo, I'm so happy for you. Gobble down a muffin, take a nice long shower, and crawl into bed. Let me know if there's anything I can do. You're in my thoughts as always. XO." Gobble down a muffin? That's... Why? I mean, Epstein, you can see down here, free and home. I think this might be when he was released from prison or a sentence or whatever. Gobble down a muffin. Is that really the first thing that you do when you return home from a long, whether it's a prison stint or a trip? You gobble down a muffin? That's just weird. Here we go again, 2014. "Hi everyone, I hope this note finds you well. There is some change that I would like to announce. As you know, Mr. Epstein is cutting sugar from his diet as much as possible. Besides reducing sweets such as cookies, ice cream, and so on, he would like to have healthy cooked food, not heavily fried or breaded, at the houses. The other thing he would like to change is the size of his muffins. Lynn and Blank, could you please next time you bake the muffins for Mr. Epstein, make them smaller in size? Blank, your muffin proportions are good. However, they should have no brown sugar on the top. Thank you." And then up top, "Thank you, Blank, for this announcement. Be assured, muffin proportion will be lessened. My best, Blank." So this was sent to someone at Zorro Ranch, the property never searched by authorities or the FBI. Janice Manasiak, Lynn Fontanilla, and yeah, it's just muffins. Here we go. Another one to Rosalind Fontanilla. I think it's the same woman in the message string before. "Hey Lynn, can you please make sure I have some muffin batter and baked muffins to take with us tomorrow to the ranch? Thanks." So this last email I read you was in 2014, and then that was in 2011. So muffins have been a thing for years. And we got something from Lord Rotherwick to G. Max Ghislaine Maxwell in 2001. "T passed on your rude Easter creature movie. Thought you might like Nutty. I doubt he's up to your normal muffin standard. Hope to see you soon. Love, Robin." What the hell's a muffin standard? What does that even mean? And then this is the one that really convinced me that there was something strange going on with this code speak here. This is a message chain between someone named Sonam Dema, I don't know who that is, and somebody else who's redacted. "Hi Sonam," this has got to be one of Epstein's assistants, like Leslie Groff or somebody like that. So June 6, 2018. "Hi Sonam, Jeffrey might come back to New York June 17th to 19th, but I still think we should get the muffin ingredients on the airplane this Friday, June 8th, just in case. Do any of the ingredients expire quickly, or will all be okay until June 20th? Muffin ingredients on an airplane?
Wow, that's crazy. The code terminology, the codes. This is all over Twitter, if you still call it that. Okay. Yep. Yep. I agree with you all. I agree with you. Okay, let's go.
Last time I checked, muffins are made out of flour, eggs, milk. What kind of bizarre, extremely gaudy, rich person's elite muffin could they possibly be baking that has ingredients that inspire quickly that have to be flown in on an airplane? I mean, it's so bizarre. The next message is what gets even weirder too. This Sonam writes, "Hi Blank, there is nothing that will expire quickly, and all the ingredients will be ready by tomorrow and will get in an airplane this Friday." Almost characterizing the ingredients, humanizing them. The ingredients will get in the airplane on Friday. They're going to be ready by tomorrow. Then the person responds up top, "Super, thank you." But what does that mean? It just makes no sense. What kind of muffin ingredients are having to be flown in? I mean, the only thing I could see is obviously maybe flying down to Epstein Island, but still, I'd imagine that you could just buy stuff to create muffins at any local market. So that's just a whole nother rabbit hole. And there are rabbit holes upon rabbit holes upon rabbit holes, obviously, in this story. Another one here. This is EFTA 00147662. This is an email from...
I need to read the instructions on my printer. Okay. All right, yeah, so it's extremely oh my god. You know what? I don't want to watch this, honestly. This is pretty crazy. Pam Bondi live in action. I haven't watched this. How many of you have watched the Pam Bondi when she was in court? Apparently she just absolutely lost her temper and was totally rude.
Indivisible, with liberty and
Okay,
justice
so
for all.
this is it.
We'll begin with opening statements. The chair is now recognized. 18 cities, 11 states, 3 counties, and the District of Columbia are sanctuary jurisdictions, accounting for 31% of the population in this country. 31% of the American people, almost 1/3 of the American people, live in a city, county, or state where the left-wing leadership tells local law enforcement not to work with federal law enforcement. Now, what does that mean in practice? Let's look at Abraham Gonzalez, who on September 20th, 2023, was arrested by Border Patrol for illegally entering the United States. And of course, the Biden administration released him into the country. 5 months later, February 26, 2024, Mr. Gonzalez is charged with assault. 2 weeks later, March 11, 2024, he's charged with felony motor vehicle theft, stole a car. And on March 20th, 2024, 9 days later, he's arrested by the Denver police and placed in the Denver Justice Center.
Raskin and distinguished.
Who are humiliated.
I just want to know
American
what
history
this lady
comes
talked
close
about.
to this complete corruption of the justice function and contamination of federal law enforcement. And the good news is many serious lawyers at DOJ.
There's a lot of work to be done in that area, but I want to thank the Attorney General
Jimmy
for
doing,
her
yeah.
great work in the first year on the job, and I want to thank you for being here. With that, I would yield to the ranking member for an opening statement.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Chairman, and welcome, Attorney General Bondi. You've got the best lawyer's job in America because your mission is justice and your clients are the American people. But to promote justice for the people, you've got to listen to the victims, like the women seated behind you today. Those are just some of the hundreds of survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's global sex trafficking ring who are demanding that the truth be told and are demanding accountability for the abusers who trafficked and raped them. You still haven't met with...
Oh, that's so good. They had the survivors there. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Look at them all. I'm just, honestly, I feel for all of you, and I'm glad I'm in Canada. Though, honestly, we're not any better up here, but I am glad I'm in Canada, that's for sure.
These survivors. So with their permission, let me introduce to you the survivors and late survivors' family members who are present today. There's Teresa Helm, there's Jess Michaels, Laura Bloom McGee, Danny Bensky, Liz Stein, Marina Lacerda, Sky and Amanda Roberts, who are the family of the late Virginia Giuffre, Charlene Richard, and Lisa Phillips. Now, you're not showing a lot of interest in the victims, Madam Attorney General, whether it's Epstein's human trafficking ring or the homicidal governmental violence against citizens in Minneapolis. As Attorney General, you're siding with the perpetrators and you're ignoring the victims. That will be your legacy unless you act quickly to change course. You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice. You've been ordered by subpoena and by Congress to turn over 6 million documents, photographs, and videos in the Epstein files, but you've turned over only 3 million. You say you're not turning over the other 3 million because they're somehow duplicative, but we know that there are actual memos of victim statements in there, and you also took down the Department of Justice's prosecution memo from 2019. So it's clearly not all duplicative, but even if it were, why not release it? Just release all the duplicative stuff. In the half you did produce, you redacted the names of abusers, enablers, accomplices, and co-conspirators, apparently to spare them embarrassment and disgrace, which is the exact opposite of what the law ordered you to do. Even worse, you shock...
Is she covering up for him? Is she covering up for Trump? Is she covering up? Anybody done any research? Or is she doing it because she's being told to do it? You know? Is she doing this because she's been told to? Sorry if I'm crackling all in the microphone. I hate that. I will mute myself. You agree? You think so? You think she's just being told to? In a way, I kind of, if that's the case, I kind of feel bad. Can you imagine having a job where I can't even fathom having a job where you have to cover for someone like this? You know?
Shockingly failed to redact many of the victims' names, which is what you were ordered to do by Congress. Some of the victims had come forward publicly, but many had not. Many had kept their torment private, even from family and friends. But you published their names, their identities, their images on thousands of pages for the world to see. So you ignored the law, and even with over 100,000 employees at your disposal, you acted with some mixture of staggering incompetence, cold indifference, and jaded cruelty towards more than 1,000 victims raped, abused, and trafficked.
She's not even listening to him. It looks like she's not even listening. She's just practicing what she has to say. That's just, yeah, in a way, I feel bad for these people. Like, they're doing their jobs, you know, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's involvement here, but again, like the lady that speaks for Caroline, what's her name? Caroline something? I honestly get the feeling from her that she is just doing her job and she has to do what she has to do or she's going to get in big trouble. You know what I mean?
This performance screams cover-up. Convicted sex trafficker and groomer Ghislaine Maxwell opened the gates of hell to Virginia Giuffre and hundreds of other victims, as Virginia recorded in her remarkable book, Nobody's Girl. But when Maxwell was subpoenaed to come testify before Congress, you and Todd Blanche quickly moved her from a higher security prison to a minimum security camp in Texas, where she's enjoyed 5-star treatment, including catered meals, private gym time, and access to a therapy puppy. All because Todd Blanche, who's utterly failed.
Elaine Maxwell has a therapy puppy? You're kidding. She has a therapy puppy? Why is this happening? I am absolutely stunned at that.
Failed to investigate the monstrous crimes of Epstein and Maxwell's co-conspirators, spent 9 hours with Maxwell and satisfied himself that she would have nothing untoward to say about Donald Trump, which is your only real interest in the matter, based on institutional performance. But abandoning victims and coddling perpetrators is what you do best. When the FBI opened a criminal investigation into the brutal killing in Minneapolis of Renee Good, a poet and 37-year-old mother of 3, by Trump's masked paramilitary ICE agents, you shut it down. You claim you're investigating the cold-blooded murder of Alex Preddy, an ICU nurse at the VA. But how can we trust the administration when the president and Kristi Noem call Preddy a domestic terrorist, and Stephen Miller called him a would-be assassin? Not only do you refuse to share evidence with the state and local investigators and prosecutors in Minnesota, you have blocked their access to the crime scene and the evidence. How are you seeking justice for Marimar Martinez, the Montessori school teacher in Chicago who was shot 5 times by a Border Patrol agent who bragged about it on text, or the family of Keith Porter,
We're going
the father
down
of 2
some
shot and killed by an officer.
Sorry, we're going down some deep topics today. We're giving Nancy's case a break for today. Unless something happens, then we'll jump on it. But we need to cover other content as well. So here we are.
Off-duty ICE agent in LA, or the family of Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, shot and killed in Illinois minutes after he dropped his kids off at school. There's no sign of any movement at the Department of Justice. You even launched a criminal investigation into Renee Good's grieving widow. How sick is that? But it's even worse. You've turned the People's Department of Justice into Trump's instrument of revenge. Trump orders up prosecutions like pizza, and you deliver every time. He tells you to go after James Comey, Letitia James, Lisa Cook, and Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve Board, and members of Congress like Adam Schiff, Mark Kelly, Alyssa Slotkin, Chrissy Houlihan, Jason Crow, Chris DeLuzio, and Maggie Goodlander, to name a few, and you snap to it. You replace real prosecutors with counterfeit stooges who robotically do the president's bidding. Nothing in American history comes close to this complete corruption of the justice function and contamination.
Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to...
Okay, we're not going to go over this whole thing, but I want to see her temper tantrum. I've not watched this yet, and people keep telling me to watch it, so we're going to watch her temper tantrum. Hopefully this isn't too long. And then we will skip on to another topic, okay?
...to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief, so help you God. I did. Let the record show that the witness has answered in the affirmative. Thank you. You can be seated. And please know that your written testimony will be entered into the record in its entirety. Accordingly, we ask that you summarize your testimony. Madam Attorney General, you may begin.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Jordan, Ranking Member Raskin, and distinguished members of this committee. Thank you for hosting me here today. I'm grateful for the opportunity to answer your questions, highlight the work of our department, and discuss the most important topic of all, keeping the American people safe. A little over a year ago, I was sworn into office as 87th Attorney General of the United States. I came into office with the goal of refocusing the Department of Justice on its core mission after years of bloated bureaucracy and political weaponization. The Department of Justice's core mission is to fight violent crime, protect the American people, and defend the rule of law above all else. While our work is never done, we have made tremendous progress to make America safe again. In 2025...
Okay, so all of you people that are watching that are in the States, if you want to comment, what do you think of this lady? Like, I'm in Canada. I just know this lady is supporting somebody that's a problem. But on the other hand, I know she's doing her job. Like, literally, she's doing her job. So how do you feel if you want to comment? Do not fight in the chat. Do not insult each other. Just, I want to know what you think of this lady.
We saw the lowest murder rate in 125 years. That's nothing short of historic. If you compare 25 to 24, here's what you'll find. The murder rate is down 21%, robbery down 23%, carjacking down 43%, gun assault down 22%, ag assault, burglary, could go on and on. Crime is declining. This did not happen by accident. The numbers tell an important yet straightforward story. President Trump has given us the resources, the support, and the leadership to protect the American people. President Trump's policies have saved lives. I cannot think of a policy outcome more important than protecting the lives of American citizens. Can you?
If I'm going to do a reading on it, like I'm just sitting here reading on it, it is what I'm getting. It's what I'm getting. Okay, yeah, we won't talk about politics. It is what I'm getting, that they're doing their jobs. Like, yeah. She's doing what she has to because it's her job. You know?
Trend has been especially clear in Washington, D.C. and in Memphis. These are two iconic American cities that spent years in the grip of horrific violent crime. The Department of Justice surged law enforcement resources, and the results came quickly. Crime plummeted in both cities. And I want to make one point loud and clear. We achieved those results by working with Democratic mayors. Public safety does not have a party registration. When your constituents call 911, they don't ask for political views of the responding officer. They ask for help. I have federal agents in each and every one of your districts. They're here to help, and I am here to help. Many cities and states have worked with us and taken advantage of our federal support. Some have not. Meanwhile, a few elected officials have declared that they are, quote, at war with the federal government.
Okay.
We'll get 5 minutes with the witness. Will there be 5 minutes?
Prior year by the...
Congressman, what I can tell you today is that has been referred to my office. I can't discuss anything.
It is refuse an indictment.
Not on our time, no way.
People need to know this. They are talking about Epstein today. This has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million.
Okay,
and Donald Trump signed that law to...
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Oh my God. Okay, bye. Yeah, we're not going to go over that. We're not going to go over that. Okay, let's jump back to JLR. What is happening in Nancy's world? Let's see. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna kind of keep this here, and wait a second. Matter of fact, I like it here. I like this angle.
Okay, so we're back on Nancy. Let's see what's happening. Anything happening? Again, thank you, JLR, for your footage. Okay, let's go back. JLR did something. Let's go back. I just got your order. Thank you very much.
Well, Vita.
All right, so JLR is searching. Let's go watch this.
Latest.
It's a community.
It's a community.
Community in that chat.
On this property. I did.
Is this where he's going to fly from? Or
Yeah, I think we should fly from here.
Then we're not on the.
Then we're not on the property. Yeah, and we can just fly it from here.
Ah, okay, they're gonna fly a drone. That's good.
Head out.
Thank you for your order.
Drone guy. Key this location, and we can review it later. I don't know if there's anything out of this, folks.
Ah, Kathleen, thank you very much, hon. Thank you for your order, babe. Can you hear it?
Yeah, we'll stay out here. Hey! How are you doing, sir? Good, sir. Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah. I thought it might be a little too windy,
This is Ore.
so far so good.
Nice to meet you,
man.
Nice to meet you. We want to, if you could, you saved the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So can you just put one up and just scour this whole thing? Now, I have permission to be on the property.
Yeah,
but,
I remember that.
We won't go on, but just put it up and then we'll
That's
just...
crazy. I used to drop people off here.
Really?
Golf.
When was the golf course?
20 years ago.
So,
oh, shoot.
So, okay, so you're from here. Where other places would there be?
Okay, so this is the abandoned golf course everybody's been talking about. Okay, this should be interesting. I'm glad he went and looked at this.
This type of stuff around Nancy's home where a body could go.
Well, that's a pretty rural area. Anywhere where there's, a network of washes.
Washes.
That's usually the path to an open area.
Yeah.
But there's so many obscure areas that, like you say, you can't see from walking around.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get an aerial view, you can see all kinds of
exactly.
nooks and crannies.
Exactly. Like I can't see everything there.
Yeah,
like,
because it's pretty dense through there.
Yeah.
With the
Throw it up.
vegetation.
Record it.
Yeah, it's
All right.
pretty calm right now. Hey, how you doing? Damien, 857.
That's this gentleman's kind of touching on what I was saying yesterday. There is so much dense areas and areas that, let's just say I'm praying that she's not. Let's pray she's not in the places that I'm thinking of, because it'll make it 1,000 times harder to find her.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the area and film it and save it.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Like we'll review the footage later. But you got to put it in perspective. Like where's the body?
Yeah, good thing it's not too windy right now, bro.
I'm trying to set up my printer at the same time while we're doing this. Wow, so this used to be a golf course. Interesting. These mesquite trees definitely need some work.
No, it's not too windy. It was windy yesterday. Everyone was telling me to get a wind.
It's pretty windy here in Tucson, I know that for sure.
Movida. Oh yeah, look at this.
The little baby. It's a good video though. It's 4K.
Yo, yeah, bro. I was close. I was running.
4K. We got the drone. This is our drone guy.
Ugh. Wait for the satellite count. So which direction did you want me to
Just go up and scour
Kind
from
of
all the
a
way down to the.
circle.
Can you go all the way down to the buildings down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's like a less than like a quarter mile or something.
Yeah, we'll see what we got.
Home point updated.
So this is the area we were at today earlier. So we'll get the footage and then we'll have the air shot.
I wish we had a little more light.
Look at that. It's good stuff. I'll get the footage and then I'll share later.
Let's see where the buildings are here.
The buildings are way down there. Yeah, there goes the drone.
Okay, I think those are the buildings there.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the I think that's the
Is that too loud? Can you hear my printer going? Is that too loud for you guys? I'm setting up my printer. Can you hear it? Yeah. I missed the pond. Okay. Why would homeless bring shovels? That's interesting too. Well, maybe to, build their home, right? Shovel out campsites and stuff. Didn't find much campsites. Okay.
I think that's the outhouse.
Am I high enough, low enough?
No, you're good.
All right, bro.
So, like, there's a wash over on the left. The wash goes over on the left. Just scan all that area and then we'll review it later.
It's gonna take 10 minutes
What's the
to
distance?
install.
This can go about 5 miles.
5 miles. Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you streaming on YouTube, bro? Yeah.
No, I just went on TikTok.
I've been tempted to get a drone. I don't know. I've thought of getting a drone, but on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know if we would actually use it. We probably wouldn't.
So this is the entire area that we were at today. So we'll get the footage and see. Because I wanted to do a follow-up here.
I'm very, very pleased that he searched this. This is really, really good.
Of where a body could be. Here's the drone. There it is. Got it. Check wash bases or basins. Yeah.
Yeah, for those in the bushes watching, thank you for being here. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Big time. Please hit the like button and keep watching.
closer to the mountain. Well, we want to go up there. We want to go up to a spot up there, because you got to think, like, person had an opportunity, a window of opportunity in the early morning hours.
Hopefully JRL has listened. If he wants to go up there, I'm hoping it's because he's listened to me. I just checked my X and there's no response from JLR to me, so hopefully he's listening though.
If you're going on the assumption that she was taken somewhere, buried, not held for ransom, you have about a 3.5 hour, 4 hour window before it gets light on that original first wave. Now, she very well could have been taken and then disposed of later, if we're going off that theory. But UPS guy. Dude, there's all types of...
Yeah, there's a lot out there, that's for sure. Trails.
Trails?
Foot trails, yeah.
But you notice it's like, it just goes down over there and down over there. It's almost like a canyon.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just the lay of the land. It's the desert, you know. This is it's actually another runoff area. That wash down towards the road there was actually a submerged vehicle about 10 years ago, yeah.
A submerged vehicle?
I went to film it the next day and it was still there.
Really?
Half under sand.
From
To make a story short about washes, my ex went down a wash in the car by water. He was crossing the wash in the road, and it was starting to storm, and monsoons were kicking up in the mountains. Like I said earlier, if you see black clouds in the mountains, stay away from it. Stay away from the washes. Anyways, he was crossing the road, and just as he's in the center of the road at the wash, a wall of water came down, like a 10-foot wall of water, and picked up the entire car and took him down the wash. And he managed to jump out of the driver's side and get to the shore. And then we had to go and try and find our car the next day. And friends of ours found it in the San Pedro River, completely buried. The only thing that was sticking up was a little bit of our tires. The whole thing was totally gone. And we had to hire a man with a backhoe to come in and dig it out of the river. And the only window that was open was the driver's window. The entire interior of the car was packed with sand all the way through. Like, it is so dangerous. These washes, they'll kill you. They're so dangerous. Yeah, and we had to get the car out. Like, the sheriff's department was at our door the next morning telling us it was our responsibility to get the car out of the river. So we had to hire someone to get their backhoe down into the river and to dig the car out. It was crazy. Crazy.
From the
flood.
flood.
It was a flash flood, yeah.
So
He is so lucky to be alive, honestly.
The guy was digging out his wife's purse from the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is awesome stuff. I gotta get this.
An entry-level drone is
Okay, I'll be
inexpensive.
right back,
Joe. This
okay?
one's only, I think they sell them for $220 now. It's the mini series, mini 4K.
They easy to operate?
That's a decent price. That's really
They easy
good.
to operate?
Oh yeah.
He should get one.
There it goes.
There it comes back.
There's the drone. Where are you at, drone? There it is.
There it is. That just does a little auto return home. It lands right where it took off.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'm watching that too. Here it comes.
What the heck is this?
Order a pizza. Pizza bag. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, this would be a good part of your arsenal.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do a follow-up on this one.
What's the name of that one? Like the brand?
DJI.
Oh, that's a DJI. Okay.
Yeah, you can get these on Amazon. You can't get them from the source anymore from DJI. They won't let them sell them here in the U.S. anymore.
Why?
Politics.
Really? Because I have one of the gimbals.
Yeah.
DJI gimbals.
Mhm.
And so you can't buy the drone. That's
Yeah, you got to buy them out of the country now. But I'd
Hear
like
all
to
the
say
sirens?
Amazon has a huge stash of them.
Hear the sirens?
Okay.
What's all those sirens?
Sounds like an ambulance.
It's Tucson.
Tucson. Is there any other places that would be worth looking? Just with like an aerial?
As
Like
far as
between
this
here and
local?
Nancy? Yeah.
Trying to remember the area where Tomaso and Annie live. Are you
But
looking
think in a
for
criminal mind,
I
like
didn't know that.
where would somebody put a body?
You know what? The first thing right up Mount Lemon and
Okay.
off the canyon.
Thank you for
Mount
letting
Lemon
me
also
know,
too?
dude.
Mount Lemon Highway.
Yeah, the Catalina Highway.
There's huge canyons that go really, really far
Yes,
down. And
I've been
there.
there.
Used to be a lot of
You just pull over and
rusted
it's.
wrecks down there that they pulled out in the 70s.
So you don't think police would go down and.
That's what I've been talking about. So this guy is talking about the canyons that I've been talking about all this time. Oh, isn't that interesting? And it's because you're watching on your TV. Huh, that's strange. Me too, Donna. Me too. Okay,
in those
so
canyons or anything like.
so nothing is happening. Okay. Nothing is happening, it seems. Oh, let's watch Jim for a second.
If not, it's fine.
Continue on
You haven't put your tent up?
There
Did
goes
you
my
get your
GPS.
chair at like local
Anyway, you
Walmart?
guys, so
I got
here's
one.
what's
Somebody got
going
one the
on,
same- I
okay?
got the same chair.
So, I've been correlating a lot of information about this case. As you guys know, I put out my email address.
I talked to Jim a couple times now via email. Okay. So let's see if he's talking about me.
And I was asking for a lot of tips, okay? Now, when we were on the border with Nogales, I had 2,000 people on my stream and probably another 10,000 on some other various streams. And I was requesting tips at that time. And I put my email address out there, you guys. And I'm getting a lot of leads in my email, okay? I hope I don't lose the signal. I'm out here in the desert. But I'm getting a lot of leads in my email. And then I was working with, someone contacted me and they offered and suggested I use artificial intelligence to correlate some of these leads. So,
Wow, that's a smart idea. Thank you for that. hopefully he's going where I said. He said he told me last night he was going to check out a couple of the areas that are close, like within Tucson. So I appreciate this so much. So much.
So I'm working.
Okay, so Silver Bell. All right, perfect. He's talking about what I've said. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh my god. Thank you, Jim.
Working with somebody who's using Grok, and what's happening is I'm getting a lot of leads, and I'm getting a lot of addresses. I'm getting maps with circles on them. People are just, because I'm not opening any attachments. I'm making that clear. I just need like a map with the circle or an address or a certain body of water. I don't know. I'm not talking about bodies of water. I don't want to talk about that yet. But so I'm getting a lot of addresses. I'm getting a lot of leads. I'm getting a lot of circles on maps. A lot of these are anonymous, people who don't want to be identified. People are asking to share the reward.
What?
and trust.
What? People are asking him to share the reward? Holy shit. I didn't even think of the reward. Like, they don't even, like, it's very rare that anybody actually gets a reward. I can't believe people are saying that to him. He's not doing this for the reward, people. Wow.
Asking me to find this location and then share the reward. I don't know. So there's a lot of strange. It's a huge case, so there's a lot of strange things going on, right? Which that's just the nature of the beast, I guess. So okay, back to the Grok and artificial intelligence. So I don't know if you've seen some of these mapping sites that have and very clearly on the map, it says Nancy Guthrie very clearly on the map. Okay, her Savannah. If anybody wanted to find her, they have their houses under LLCs. This person's house, Johnny Depp's house, or it's in an LLC. Nancy Guthrie took Grok. It's able to correlate. So there's a lot of interesting questions where I am. I'm headed to Tucson. Okay, I've been doing some.
What a sweetheart. Thank you, Jim. If you see this, thank you very much, honey. Thank you.
Things. Look, got the passport, babies. So just in case, I know there's a lot of talk. So let's talk about the search routes. Then I'll get to Mexico. Sorry. So he's coming up with all of these search routes. I'm also getting a lot of loony, not loonies, but a lot of just a lot of different people contact me, right? So Grok, the search tips I'm getting. Now, number one, if you could share the video, I don't know, but I put my email again in the description of this video, motherlodeprospector@yahoo.com. I know it's a stupid address name, but that's what I'm using. That's my old email address. And if you click on it, it might say John Smith, but don't ignore that. It's Exploring with Jim. That's my email address. Okay. So tips. Anybody watching this, right? I'm coming into town. We are searching again. We're back on the hunt. I got the motorcycle. I got the new tire on. Got a lot of tips. Send more. I can put them into this program. We can get them on the
Kick ass. Okay, so he's going to where I said, thank you so much. I don't think he's going up the pass today, but he's going to 2 places I showed yesterday.
Then sort of the same as some of these other spots. So we've got that going. They're wanting me to go to the top of like Lemon Mountain, and I'm not going to the top of Lemon Mountain. It's just too far. You know, I just don't see Nancy being on top of Lemon Mountain. So yeah, that's an update right now. I can do another stream a little later, or we can keep going. You guys want to keep going?
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I'm going to just leave it at that then. That's good. Yay. Thank you very much for that, Jim. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up for now. I might jump on later. I'm not sure yet. I got to finish working on my printer and stuff. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you for diving down this crazy rabbit hole. I wanted to do something different than just Nancy footage today. So have a wonderful afternoon and evening, and